we finished 2 episodes that we started work on last season, which I'm very thankful that are going to be finally coming out. So that's the Brawl for All, featuring yourself,
and many others, and not just me. I know I'm the draw, guys. I know I'm the main event.
It's just you. No, we cut everybody else out. It's just you, and it's great. No,
I want one other motherfucker on that specifically. I haven't seen this one yet either, but I want to hear what he has to say for himself.
I can't wait. I can't wait for you to see it. I'm very excited for you to see it. But basically, yeah, like Brawl for All, was an episode that it's funny because, since announcing the lineup of this season, I'm getting a lot of messages, a lot of people messaging me and saying, why the Brawl for All? Or how'd you get an hour out of the Brawl for All? or whatever. Or how is the Brawl for All dark? And I'm thinking, guys, the Brawl for All is really dark, like it is, because, you have these guys, like I was going back and saying, just like the risks people take for this industry, right? And especially in an instance like the Brawl for All, where, you're trying to get ahead. Like a lot of these wrestlers that went into it were looking for a chance to improve their spot in the card, and when you see guys taking that risk and throwing themselves into a situation in which they're not suited for, or is beyond their element, and the consequences of that, like for the sake of, I guess at the time, which was like, Attitude Era entertainment, it is kind of like from a macro view, you kind of look at it in that way, and it is disturbing. It's disturbing to watch, if you go back and look at it. I remember when when we were all at your house and we watched it together, so, yeah. And I think, for that, it definitely
it was disturbing to watch it was disturbing to watch for the fans and the professionals, but it was darker for the professionals than it was for the fans. And that's where the darkness comes in, is so many of those guys, it spread ill will, it spread injury, it harmed careers. It basically, it was one of those rare lose scenarios where nobody prospered.
Yeah, it's like the wrestling version of the Running Man, kind of.
Arnold made out okay in that.
Yeah, I guess so.
And then also,
well, yeah, and then you look at, one more thing about it. Why it's also a fascinating story. You look at a guy like Bart Gunn who wins it. He wins it, and he's thinking like, okay, like here's my time. Like I just knocked out the whole roster, and now here's my time. To really be celebrated. And then it's like, nope, you're just going to get decapitated by this guy that's just going to come in and just punch your face off. And then it's like the most like deflating, cinematic, kind of, but like tragic ending to this like crazy calamity story,
Well, that's true, because in the lose scenario, let's not leave well enough alone. And let's destroy anything that we've built for a guy that's never coming back to our company, Butterball, or Butterbean, Butterball.